Hello, and welcome back to Pleasantview. Today we're going to join Lucy Bertino on her day, and she currently lives over here in this little starter home together with her husband and their young daughter, Febe. And I think that this family is yet another one that has outgrown their house, so we're going to start out with moving them to somewhere bigger. So this is the current house they're living in. It's a very small and cute one, but I think that both Lucy and Orlando have plans of enlarging their family, getting more kids. So yeah, I think they need something bigger. So this is what it currently looks like. And of course, their toddler, Febe, is at the daycare center. So that's why she's not here right now. But we have Lucy here and Orlando. They are apparently already awake this early. So what I'm going to do now is pack up their furniture and everything and move them. And I think I probably need to take out a loan for them as well, for them to afford the new house. So I'm going to start by just checking what loans they currently have. Okay, so Lucy doesn't have anything at all on her bank account, no loans. How about Orlando? I know that he received some money from his father. Oh, he actually doesn't have anything either. That's good. So that was probably what afforded them this house from the start, that they could put their funds together, and also the money from Abhijit that he sent when he went to the retirement home. He sent out money to his two sons. So that would actually allow for them to take out a pretty big loan, I think. I think 50,000 is excessive. That's way too much. But they only have 4,000 in the funds. They're not gonna have to buy too many furniture though. But the house itself was around 35,000 in itself. So I should probably take 35 to make sure that they actually can buy it. It's one of those newly built houses, so that's why it has a high value as well. When Sims have previously lived in houses, the value goes down. But this is one of the ones I built around Christmas. You can probably guess which one. Okay, great. So now they have more money. You can go ahead and turn off the computer now that you're here, Orlando. And Lucy is already distracting the dog, so that's good. I think I'm gonna put most of the furniture into Orlando's inventory. Looks like this bed has gotten some glitch. So I'm just gonna do the recolor trick to get it back to where it was. And of course, their wedding photo right here. They had a church wedding. Yeah, there we go. That should be everything. I don't think I've missed anything. No. And of course, they had one scrap car, or what to call it, in the back, and a Land Rover at the front here. So that should be it. So I'm gonna save this and move back to the neighborhood. So we're back in the hood, and I'm going to move them out. There we go. And I hardly think it comes as a surprise that it's one of these houses that they're gonna get. And I was thinking the one in the middle. So I'm going to move them in here. And here's the new house. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and start renovating it and putting all of their furniture. So the first thing that I did was recolor the house. when I think about Lucy and Orlando, I don't really think about cold and dark colors. I definitely think more about soft creme colors, yellows, oranges, maybe some pinks as well. But definitely nothing too dark and cold feeling. So I recolored quite a lot inside of the house as well. Switched the shade around a bit on some wallpapers and then changed out others completely. And in order to save some money for them, I made sure to delete as much as possible and then put in everything anew so that they could actually get some money back from the wallpapers and floors that I changed out. And again, a lot of more warm colors in here. And I also switched out my beloved wooden floor to this more little bit yellowish, I guess, birch wood, I suppose it is. And a lot of the wallpapers, or at least two, that I put in on the second floor was also wallpapers that they had in their previous house. So this wallpaper in the bedroom was the same that they had in their previous bedroom. And the wallpaper that I put into the smaller bedroom to the top left right now, I think that was also in the old house. So I liked that connection as well. And I think I mentioned this before, but I find it so soothing and exciting to put in furniture from the old house into the new and try to Tetris it all together and figure out how things are going to work together in the new layout. The kitchen turned out to look really, really nice, as it was in this new house as well. But of course it became a bit smaller. Even though there are a lot more rooms in this house, the rooms themselves are smaller. So, but I was able to fit it all in anyway. This sort of U shape for the kitchen works really well in smaller spaces, I found. The kitchen table could only take 4 chairs though, so that's really, really small. And I had to squeeze the high chair in the corner next to the fridge instead of sitting at the table, but I think it will work out anyway. And then we have the living room, which also turned out pretty small. There's only 3 sitting places in front of the TV, but I think that will be working fine. They had the same in the old house anyway. But there was also supposed to be a chess table put in here somewhere, but I couldn't figure out a place to put it. So Orlando still has it in his inventory for now. I might end up taking it out again if he needs to skill up for his job or something. But for now, they don't have one. Maybe they can have an outside chess table. They have plenty of space in the backyard for something like that. And the wedding photo was previously in the kitchen in the old house, but I think that putting it into the bedroom looks a lot better. So I actually enjoyed this better. And I was a little bit confused about the layout here because I wanted to put in the desk with computer in the bedroom because I couldn't really figure out a better place to put it without using up the other rooms. And I did want to keep those rooms open for more children. So I didn't want to furnish them too much. So I ended up squeezing in the desk and computer in their bedroom. But then there was not very much space left for a wardrobe, so everything was a bit squeezed together. But it worked anyway, routing-wise as well. So that worked. And I also put in some wardrobes under the staircase. That space easily becomes very, open and empty feeling. So, but I like having wardrobes in the entrance hall anyway, because sometimes my Sims don't have the correct outfit on, and I want them to change before they leave. So that works out well. And I tried my very best to keep this very pretty sink, and I squeezed the toilet very closely in like that to close to the wall, but in the end I just felt that it was a bit too cramped in the end, so I ended up putting in a normal counter. And I still wanted to have that tray with toothbrushes and soap and clutter items. So that went on an OMSB instead, and that worked out fine. Putting in curtains. In this room, I thought of it. I didn't really think of it in other rooms in this house, so I might put in that later. But I feel like it makes such a big difference to have curtains. It really adds a lot of coziness to have it there. Of course, putting in a lot of books for Lucy, seeing as her hobby is film and literature. I really felt like her house should be littered with books, definitely, and bookshelves, of course. Even though Febe is a toddler, sometimes they end up needing changing tables anyway, so I ended up putting in a small one there, and of course it can be reused for any potential siblings as well. And I actually opted for selling the fixer-upper car because I felt like there are so many Sims in this neighborhood who already are working on cars, and I wanted Orlando's hobby to be a little bit different. So I ended up putting in a work shed for him instead for his toy making station, and I want to work more on that with him. I think it suits him pretty well with his interests in children. I mean, he works in the school as well. I think that just suits him more. And I also combined it with having it be like a storage shed as well, so that there's a lot of boxes and things in here as well. So yeah, that's my idea of this shed, is that it's that is work shed, but also like where they put all the things they don't need at this moment, like a storage unit. It became pretty cozy. There's no windows except for the door, but I think that worked out anyway. It worked out fine. And I adore the little bird houses on the side of the shed. Those are so pretty. And yeah, that also opened up for Lucy to get her own car as well, so that they have one each. And I really like that. Especially since they are both going to work most days. I felt like it's nice to have one car each. All right, so now the house looks good, I think. I think it looks a lot more like Lucy and Orlando's house than it did before. And yeah, the only thing to do now is to check the ownership of the cars. So Orlando should own that one, and Lucy should own this one. And we also need to change the day and the season. Let's see here. There they are. And of course, that's the day setter and the season and weather controller by Sim Wardrobe. So it was Wednesday. And the season was the second one, so autumn. And I think that we had 3 days left. Let's see, is it season length? 3 days? I think. I might be wrong. But let's go with that for now. I'm gonna note this, no doubt, if this family lags behind when the season changes to winter anyway. So, of course, both Lucy and Orlando are going to go to work. And both of them starts at 9. Right, just gonna double check the time control clock. Is it set to 50? It is. Good. So that's perfect. Yeah, so Orlando is just gonna head to work normally. Lucy, on the other hand, while I double check that the pet bowl is full, yes, it is. She is going to head out to a local business because she's going to make an interview. And yeah, she's going to also bring Ricky with her. And I think that, yeah, I think they should meet up at that lot, actually. That makes more sense. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should also double check actually so that they have job stop emitters, which they don't. Okay. And also, I think I want both of them to have their just normal outfits while they're at work. So I'm going to give them both job stopinators and also job outfit stopinators. Right, so drive to work, Orlando, and Lucy is going to go somewhere. And it's going to be... Here it is. Red Oak Bar. And that is what I decided to rename Jihoon's bar to. I was inspired by the oaks all around the hood and the red color now that it's autumn. And yeah, it seemed more fitting than the previous name. Also taking into account that I have this all nature inspired name thing going on for Ivy as well. So I thought that that made sense. So yeah, she's going to go visit there and interview Jihoon about this new business. Gonna also take lock, allow household only on the gates to make sure that yeah, the newspaper is left here, not by this door. So Lucy has pulled up to the bar, and since I just put down a parking space on its own here, she just teleported in. But she parked in the car park, so that's nice. And we also see that Jihoon is on the way here. So I'm going to see, how should I do this? Because of course, technically it's closed. I don't know if this sign is supposed to work on its own or not. But what I was thinking was that Jihoon should grant free entry to Lucy and Ricky. So I think I should be able to just make him selectable. Yeah, and stop him from reciting poetry. And I wonder if maybe I should do it like this. Adjust visitor controller and just ban everyone for now. That way no one will arrive, and I can make him stop charging customers. And I don't think I put in a visitor controller in the building. No, I didn't. Maybe I do want to. Yeah, anyway, I'll just go into buy mode. Pick it out temporarily. And then we can also summon in Ricky. There we go. Yeah, so let's start by just having Lucy greet him. Oh yeah. Now I remember. She thought that he was attractive. Ricky's gonna randomly bust a move. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, because she was flirting a lot with him last time. So let's hope she doesn't do that again. But yeah, so customers shouldn't be charged now, I think. Yeah, good. That's turned off. And I did put in poker tables when I played last time, but I think I'm gonna remove them again. I think next time I play with Jihoon, I'm gonna change this out quite a bit. But I think that probably they can just sit down at the bar and have a chat. And then Ricky can go ahead and just snap some photos. You're just gonna wait there for a bit. So why don't you yeah, take picture. He's gonna stand facing a wall, so I'm just gonna flip him around. Right, so let's grab a photo just of the bar area, if I can. So maybe zoom out. Let's try that. That might end up looking a bit wonky. Sometimes it does. Okay, this is the reviewer. I'm gonna ban Alvin. Adjust with the controller, specific sim, ban Alvin. And I'm just gonna see, yeah, here the photo is. No, I think that's probably fine, right? Sometimes when you zoom out, everything becomes a bit distorted. It's so hard to see with this small picture. I think maybe it is. I wonder how I can make it a better picture. Let's try again. Let's see, can I, if I take down the walls sneakily, that should work, right? I think that's probably a lot better. Oh, but now I can see the speech bubble. I'm never happy. So let's see the cheat to remove speech bubbles. Yeah, show headlines off. It should be that. So I'm just gonna have time move a bit so that Lucy finishes talking. Yeah, there it disappeared. Good. Let's try this again. And that picture should be better, I think. Yeah, you can see the difference. Quite a big difference. Yeah. So I can delete this picture. We don't need that one. And he can also snap a picture of Lucy and Jihoon speaking. Let's see here. Yeah, probably want it to be more of Jihoon. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that should work. Yeah. So we have a picture of them speaking. Should there also be like a picture of the entrance or something? I think that makes sense, right? So Ricky should just head out here for a bit while they are chatting. And once again, I'm gonna flip him around. Right, so how should I do this? Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, I think that looks good. Perfect. So if we go back inside, and Lucy has been chatting a bit with Jihoon. I can turn on the headlines again, I think. So you can actually see what they're talking about. Just sit down here for a bit, Ricky. Yeah, but I bet that he's just telling her about, that this has been a lifelong dream to open up this pub, and that he finally has found himself in a position to do so. And I think he also tells her about all the plans with the live bands downstairs. Speaking of which, I think maybe Ricky could head downstairs and take a picture of the scene as well. Why don't you come down here, Ricky? Just so that it gets exposure. Oh yeah, I locked the door. Now I think it will work better. Nice. And yeah, take another picture. Oh, how am I gonna do this? Oh, this is gonna... I think I'm gonna have to go into tab mode, and we're gonna be here a while. Since I'm using this camera settings for my machinima scenes, so this is how how quickly my camera moves right now. Welcome to my camera. This was what I had to go through when I filmed that cutscene down in Landgrab Industries basement. You know, with the cars and everything. The garage, that's the word. Every single clip was like this. Fun memories. I can probably zoom out like once at least. Try to not get Ricky's head. Oh, I probably want to paint the ceiling in here, don't I? We need to get the mic at least. Maybe zoom out one more time. Could work. Yeah, I think that will do it. Let's see. Yeah, I think that works. Perfect. So then I just think that I want him to snap a picture of Jihoon behind the bar. What are you two talking about? Yeah, I think that the interview has sort of reached its limits to what they can talk about, if that's what they're ended up talking of. Yeah, you can meet a bunch of new people here. Yeah. No, please don't play poker, Ricky. That's not why you're here. Oh yeah, they're talking about the stage. That's better. But yeah, I think they can leave this conversation. I'm gonna have Lucy and she can go down here and just take a look at the stage so that she knows what it's all about. While oh, they haven't even greeted each other. Thank you, Ricky, for reminding me to be polite. Yeah. But I think I want a picture of Jihoon behind the bar. And I'm pretty sure I want him to be in some kind of pose. So I'm going to start by putting him on an OMSP. And I'm going to be using the OMSP for Sims by Fenwald. And, oh, come here. There. So it should be behind the bar in some kind of way. Yeah, something like that, I think. And I'm not sure what kind of pose to use. Oh, this is pretty much perfect, right? If you can stop looking at Lucy, that is. But, that was kind of what I had in my head, but it doesn't really look that good when I see it in front of me. I should probably turn off the headlines again. Maybe he should just like stand with his arms crossed or something. When you use this pose box, the Sims will automatically look into the camera, so that's pretty useful. I wonder... I don't want him to juggle tumblers, but isn't there like a like clean a glass or something like that? He can make drinks. Because I think if I pick bartend, then he's just gonna sort of stand there Turn off the all menus menu again. Tend bar. Yeah, he's just gonna stand there, I think. I don't think he's gonna wipe a glass. No. So let's instead use... I thought I had... Yeah, arms crossed. Yeah, good. And then... oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Let's put that outside so it's not visible. Idle poses. Arms crossed. And I'm gonna have to put him back on the OMSP. If I can find it again. Something like that. And Ricky, please don't. Please don't play poker right now. You're at work. Right. And take a picture. Nice. Yeah, probably walls down again. And something like this maybe? Oh, the mirror is going to be a problem. Maybe just try to angle it a bit. Yeah, I think that's good. So let's see. Yeah. I'm thinking like this is a good front page picture. And then this can be like the article inside the newspaper. Maybe not all of these pictures will be used, but yeah. Good. And that was pretty much what I wanted to do with this. So I'm gonna cancel him out of this. Actually, I think I'm gonna force error so he doesn't keep looking at me. Can remove this and this. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to bring out the visitor controller again, allow all ages, and probably don't want to allow NPCs anyway. Delete that one and start charging customers again then. And yeah, Ricky and Lucy are gonna head out. Lucy is apparently already out. And they're gonna just talk about this a bit because Lucy is going to head over to the office to write the article, but Ricky is gonna head home and work on the picture from home, I think. They can just have a chat. Yeah, I'm gonna make him unselectable. Yeah, so I think that this went pretty well. And yeah, at least from Lucy's side, they're getting a better relationship. Hi, Darren. But yeah, Ricky remembers that she messed a bit with him last time they met. So yeah, then they're disagreeing about something. So I'm gonna just make him unselectable. And someone is calling Lucy, so I'm gonna have her answer that. Oh, it was her father. Maybe he saw her from his window or something. The high school is right over here. So maybe he was just wanted to check what she was up to. Yeah, so I'm going to actually head home with Lucy and send her off to work for real. And then I'm going to go into Danielle's household instead and go to the newspaper office. So she's gonna drive home. Oh, or so I thought. Drive home. Okay, what's up with Lucy now? Is she stuck? That's weird. Okay, she can interact with stuff, but she can't walk for some reason. Oh, apparently these things are also hidden with that shit. Yeah. Is it that she can't? I wonder if like leaving the lot is also technically accessing the lot. I wonder if maybe I have to like grant free entry to Lucy in order for her to leave, which is a bit bizarre. But I guess maybe that's it. Right, so now it should technically work, I think. Drive home. Okay, yeah. That was it. All right. I am very unused to these ticket machines. That's my excuse anyway. So it's a little bit earlier in the day, and Danielle is arriving to work at the newspaper, the Daily View. So let's see here. Since both Lucy and Ricky are occupied, it's just going to be her for now. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that she is just gonna sit down to work basically. So she's gonna head to her office. I'm gonna have her work at home. And let's see here. I think that I was working on a particular skill. Might have been charisma, so I'm gonna have her work on that. So that she's at least a little bit closer to actually be qualified for this position. So I'm just gonna allow her to sit here and work until around, I think it was like 11 or something when Lucy and Ricky left the pub. So I think that Lucy's gonna show up for lunch and they can sit and have that together. Danielle wants to befriend Lucy after all. So that's a good idea, I think. I think it would be nice if Danielle befriended both Lucy and Ricky, really. But what I've been thinking about in regards to the newspaper is that it would be fun to actually put together, like, what should I call it? Reportages? Well, I know that there are default replacements for newspapers, the newspapers that arrive in the morning. And my idea is that I should be able to use the pictures that Ricky has taken and make my own edits of those, of the mesh, what to call it, or maybe the recolor or texture or whatever, so that the newspaper actually reflects what's going on in the town. So for Thursday, that newspaper that's gonna come out tomorrow, it's actually gonna feature the interview that Lucy had with Jihoon, and with the pictures and everything. I think that I did take a look at what those default replacements look like, and apparently it's like 3 different spreads. So it's the front and back pages, the first page and second, and then when the Sims flip to the next page, that's also a spread. So I think that I would have to take some other random pictures to add in there as well. But yeah, I think that could be fun to figure out and to work with. And it would be nice to actually have it visible in the town, what's going on. So I'm gonna try that out and see how that how that works. I should be able to do it. Oh, hi Demi. What are you doing here? I was so sure that no one was allowed here. Oh, look at this. There are several people here. Ah, right. I think I need to fix this. So ban all ages, ban all NPCs, and then I'm going to have to ban Demi specifically, because since she used to be a police officer, she's not technically banned with the age trick or the NPC trick. I'm just gonna put them on the floor. Okay, sure. Demi, are you like forcibly wanting to have an interview right now? Do you have something to share with the class? Okay. Do you even know each other? You do? Why don't you greet her? She's probably gonna be teleported away as soon as she has done this interaction, though, so let's see. No, she's not disappearing. I thought that Demi was banned now. I guess we're gonna have to use the sim blender. Clear off Demi. There we go. All right, so it's closing in on lunchtime. Not that Danielle is super hungry, really, but I think that Lucy's gonna show up here now. And yeah, since Danielle is already sitting down, let's have Lucy sit in the other chair, and they can discuss the interview and how to write the article. They're starting out talking about the demotion. I hope that Danielle doesn't have bad news for Lucy. Looks like that's it. For some reason, Lucy looks really shy, or what to call it. I don't know. Danielle wanted to go read, but I think it's about time that they actually had lunch. So let's see. Why don't you serve some chef salad so you don't have to do the usual TV dinner, and Lucy can make coffee. I don't think that these are the counters that I picked out, but I think they match pretty well with the room. This doesn't look very good though, so better find some other sink, I think. Yeah, that's better. Okay, apparently she didn't serve you. So let's eat over there instead. And I don't think that they're very far off from becoming friends now, so that's good. They keep talking about art, and I think that they are both interested in culture and such things. Even though they have different hobbies, of course, Danielle's is games, whereas Lucy's is film and literature. It takes a long time for them to become friends. Oh, that's because Danielle likes Lucy a whole lot more than Lucy likes Danielle. That's sad. Yeah, she's gonna work until 4. Both of them are actually. So I think I'm gonna have Lucy just sit in the sofa for a bit and just relax. And Danielle can join her for a bit before they get back to work. No, actually, they can drink some coffee, I think. They should sit down in there anyway. Looks like they're talking about money and funds. So I suppose Lucy's telling Danielle about the new house that she recently bought. But now she won't be able to go on vacation or something like that. Yeah. Maybe Danielle is also thinking about moving. She's been living in that apartment for a while. But on the other hand, I think it suits her fairly well. But maybe Danielle is thinking bigger. I think that it's possible that she will draw in more funds now that she owns this business. So maybe she can afford a house eventually. Right, so I think I gave Lucy a particular desk. This was Ricky's because of the camera, I know. Might have been this one, so I'm gonna have her work at home. I mean, the story is gonna be about well, technically food and beverages, since it's a pub, I guess. So let's have her write something like that. Oh, and Danielle needs to use the bathroom. All right, so I think that Danielle is going to sit down next to Lucy and work so that they can talk at the same time. Doesn't make sense to me that she would go back into her office. So she's going to write another one on charisma, I think. She really needs to build that skill, I feel like. But yeah, poor Danielle. I think it will be a bit before she makes friends with Lucy. Maybe they can have another chat before I have them leave. Oh, they got the perk. I don't think there's anything I want to use for this business, right? I don't feel like it makes sense that there would be a cash reward. Like, where would that come from? Maybe with a specific situation. I mean, I can see Danielle having a good reputation. Yeah, I'm gonna give them that, I think. For someone who owns the local newspaper, I think that that would be something that would give one a pretty good reputation, as long as it's a good newspaper. Great, so Lucy's article is done. So I think that I can interrupt Danielle's writing here, and they can have another chat before it's time to leave. Oh, they sure don't have many topics in common, I feel like. Let's try again. How about music? Yeah, that works better. Ooh, yeah, they're starting to talk about both of their hobbies, so that was a lucky strike. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock and it's time to leave now, so better luck next time, Danielle. Gonna have to befriend Lucy if you can the next time you're here. It started to rain. Oh, they actually did become friends in the last moment. Nice. All right then. So yeah, Danielle's gonna head back home and we're gonna rejoin Lucy. So we're back at the house, and Orlando is soon gonna come home from work, but Otis has been spending the day alone here in the house and is starting to get a little bit lonely because there's no one for him to hang around with. But then I saw that Jan Tellerman is walking little Isla outside here, and that is actually Otis's puppy. What do you say? Like, not daughter, but that's his child. Anyway, so I was wondering if I use bullprop control pets on, can he go out here and yeah, hang out a bit with Isla, or is she just gonna walk past? Might be that it's not gonna work. No, I think it's too late. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping that would work, but I think that it took too long for him to get out of the bed. Oh well. Better luck next time. Anyway, Orlando should be home any moment now, and then I can also summon in little Febe as well. Yeah, there he is. Perfect. Welcome home. Right, and let's get the toddler back. And I'm gonna take family, move in Febe, and then she's added back into the family. Right, so she's very young. She it will be 3 days until she becomes a child. Oh, well, 2 days now, I guess, since it's almost 6 p.m. But I want to see if she has learned any toddler skills. No, she hasn't. She wants to learn how to walk. So I think that they can probably start working on that. She's in a fairly good mood. She just needs some social. Oh, and they became best friends. Nice. Now she wants a bunch of things. Looks like Simone's face is a bit borked up. I think I'm just going to summon her in. Just so that I can fix that. Nah, there it is. Now it's fixed. So then I can just clear her off again. Nice. Yeah, because, I mean, she just needs some fun and social. So why don't you tickle her again? Nice. And then they can head inside. And it is pretty snug in here. Not sure where would be a good place to train her to walk. Maybe they can be outside in the garden. It's still pretty nice weather. Out by Daddy's shed. Looks like they've already started training her a little bit on it, so she didn't fall down first thing. It's hard to judge when they're so small, but it looks like Febe got a lot from Lucy in way of looks. So I think she's going to be adorable when she grows up. But as you might have noticed, both Orlando and also Lucy want to have another child. So I think that that is something that they want to work on as well. A little sibling for Febe. Nice. And Lucy has returned. And Lucy has been spending a little bit of time together with Meadow Broke. Recently, she was invited to a birthday party at their trailer. And she's a little bit concerned about the way that her brother, he is technically her brother now that Brandi and John are married. Yeah, Dustin, how he's treating his wife. And she's not sure what's going on there. So she's been like having it in her head that her mission is to befriend Meadow and to get to know her better. I think that they are pretty close already. Yeah, they have a fairly good relationship, but I think that she wants to get to know her even more. So I'm actually going to have Lucy invite Meadow over. And they can sit down for a coffee or something for a bit. And she's just going to invite Meadow. Oh, she wants to bring Dustin. I think that she's going to say no to that. And maybe it was just like a courteous question, because I think that Dustin, if asked, would have said no to coming over. So, don't know. But yeah, I think Lucy has the time to visit the bathroom briefly before Meadow arrives. And here she is. So she should ring the doorbell, I think. Or maybe she doesn't recognize that this is the front door. Yeah, that's often what happens when you have the front door that you want one level up, but then there's also a door at the ground floor. Then the Sims think that this is the front door. So I think that she won't ring the doorbell. But yeah, Lucy can go greet her. Okay, so Meadow started to try to tickle her. I see. Looks like Daniel is here walking little Philip. He actually has a pretty good relationship with Lucy, which is pretty surprising. Interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna... yeah, I think let's have them sit in the sofa. That way, once Lucy has sat down, she can ask Meadow to join. Oh, looks like Orlando finished teaching Phoebe to walk out in the bushes. Nice. He had to make it difficult at the end. Right, so let's lock in the potty-trained one, and looks like she needs to eat something. So I'm gonna have Orlando bring her into the kitchen. Yeah, and Lucy is trying to make Meadow open up about her marriage, what's going on. And I think that Meadow is starting out, at least, being very like, the sky is blue, pretending like nothing, and telling her about like how they met each other and how they got together and so on. But of course, Lucy is going to see through all that. It's like a cloud of worry hanging over Meadow's head, I think. Looks like maybe Lucy is talking about her job. Of course, she is looking after little Phoebe at the daycare center right now. And actually, one of Meadow's longtime dreams is to have a daughter of her own. So far, she has 2 boys. So I think that she has taken quite a bit to little Phoebe, who's technically part of the family too. And I think they are talking about the break-in. Brandi and John recently had a break-in in their house. And I think that they are both like concerned about that. The rising crime in the neighborhood. Just gonna keep an eye on Phoebe. Yeah, she's done. And Orlando is also... oh, he's already on his way. Good. And then he can bring her to the potty, I think. We need to fix the counter. Yeah, I think that eventually Lucy starts to get in on the the reason why she is worried for Meadow, and they're starting to talk about Meadow's marriage more in detail. And the more Meadow tells Lucy about like the way that Dustin is coming and going at all hours, he won't tell her where he's been, who he has been meeting with. He just sort of acts flippant and angry when she tries to pry. And well, Lucy tells her that quite frankly, it sounds like he's been seeing someone else. Are you sure that he's not hiding that from you? Maybe not in such blunt words, but her message is getting through to Meadow, and Meadow is a little bit in denial. She tries to find excuses, even though it's not very easy, because all little hints point to Dustin seeing someone else, of course. She's having a hard time accepting that, and I think that eventually she admits to Lucy as well that, even if he's being unfaithful, they still have the boys together, and what that would mean would be that Meadow would have to become lonely, become alone. It is a comfort to Meadow, who needs to have someone around at all times. She's that kind of person who thrives on interacting with people, and who feels very lonely as soon as there's no one around. The thought of losing the one she loves to something like this is not very easy for her. And even if it's very clear to Lucy that Meadow has to confront Dustin and get things out in the open, I think that to Meadow, there's a lot of fear coming from what the results would be, basically. Not only because she would feel forced to leave him, if that is the case, and where would she go? Who would she be with? Who would she be able to lean on and trust and interact with daily? A bad partner is better than no partner to her in some ways. And I think that Lucy has a difficult time understanding that. To Lucy, it's very like black and white, I think. Either you're completely faithful and trustworthy and a good partner, or you're not, basically. Right. So they have gotten to know each other a little bit more. They are friends now. And I think that Lucy's going to say goodbye to Meadow. Just going to check in on these guys. So, yeah, she has gone to sleep, or she's going to sleep now. And Orlando is a bit tired. More tired than I would think he would be. So I'm gonna bump his energy up a bit. Because my plans for their evening is that they're gonna get a babysitter over. I'm gonna have John come over to babysit little Febe. And then these guys are gonna go out on a date. And I was thinking that they would go out to Trattoria di Carbo and have a romantic dinner. And of course, Jihoon isn't the chef there anymore. So I'm going to have to see how I work that out. I think I'm going to be able to make Goopy cook the dinner. But yeah, let's try it, see. Right, so Lucy, you can call your father over. And it's just going to be John. Oh, he wants to invite Brandi, though. Yeah, I mean, why not? Sure. You can have both of you come over. That's fine. So I think that they are just going to hang out here for a bit before John arrives. Or John and Brandi, that is. And of course, they're very happy with their new house, I think. This is going to work really well for them as they grow their family. Right, so here we have the elders. She's going to greet everyone. And I don't think that it's going to matter if I make them selectable or not, because when they come back to this lot, they're not going to be selectable anymore. That disappears as soon as I leave the lot. So they can probably just be here while these guys leave. And I think they're going to take the Land Rover. So go somewhere with Lucy. And it's Trattoria di Carbo. So they're arriving at the restaurant. Parking in the car park. Nice. And for some reason they want to sit the first thing they do. But I actually want them to go on a proper date. So I'm going to have Orlando ask Lucy out. Nice. She said yes. Nice. So yeah, they can just do a quick gossip, I think, to get the talk want out of the way. And that bumped them up to a good date. That was quick. Nothing like some gossip, right? All right. So yeah, my theory is that I should be able to assign with the what is this called? It's like a fairly paid controller of some sort. Let me think here. Callista is the host, I think. I think Callista is the host. I think Oliver and Cameron then must be servers, both of them, I think. So, oh, he can't assign the job to be chef with that controller. Okay, I see. Yeah, that won't work then. I think I might have to make Goopy selectable briefly. Yeah. He can't do that either, right? No. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to have Goopy be chef and see if that works. I might have to like have him selectable or something. This is gonna run so much smoother when I figured out like if I have to employ someone. Oh, she doesn't even have a job outfit. That doesn't look very good. Anyway, I'm gonna have to fix that when I visit this with Goopy next time. But yeah, Callista, where is she? She's supposed to be the host, right? Is she on the way? She's over here not doing anything. I think maybe if I make Goopy selectable again and assign host Callista. Yeah, I think that should work. So these guys can just hang out a bit here in front of the restaurant while she heads into work. So they want to play the normal date tickle. And do some kissing. Nice. So let's see here. Be seated. Oh, she's gonna come outside and seat them. Ah, that's nice. And the reviewer is here. Okay, so this is the table that they got. I think that this has turned out to be like the normal table that the Sims usually get. Guess it's the closest to the counter. Oh, of course, she is the server with her outfit or lack thereof. All right. So order for all, maybe. And this is going to be difficult because, you know, Goopy carbonara is sort of the signature dish for this restaurant. But also it's not very fancy. It would be nicer to like eat lasagna, lasagna, I think, when they come out here. And there's a lot of other nice options as well, of course. Maybe I should just make it chef's choice and let's see what they pick. Then I don't have to choose for them. Nice. And I think that he can flirt a bit with her. Caress hands. Oh, this is a tricky angle. Okay. I think I might have to do something like this. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the Goopy carbonara. So Orlando got the signature dish, but I think that this is the lobster risotto. Nice. Oh yeah, also I recently got this menu default by Tea Addict. Can really recommend it. It looks so much better like this, doesn't it? Such a pretty default. Talking about a relative getting engaged. Do they have anyone in the family getting engaged? I don't think so. I think it's so sweet with the auto socials, with the romantic standards. They actually do all this autonomously. So cute. Do we have anyone else sitting down to eat here? Not yet, I don't think. No. Oh, here. Russ is sitting down. Looks like he's chatting with Lucy. Not the best person to get to know. I think I might want to put in like maybe invisible walls or something here to screen this off. I think both that would solve this problem so that the tables aren't technically next to each other, so they won't talk to each other, I don't think. And also, I don't think that they would pick this table first then. I think if there was a wall here, they might go with one of these tables instead. And I won't be so close to the to this. Having another toast. Tasting each other's food. I mean, things are going pretty well in their lives right now. Both of their careers. I think they have it's very stable right now. So there's a lot of things to celebrate and be happy about. I think that these two are just so adorable together. I've had them together since they were teenagers. So I think it's so nice that they're still together and very much in love still. So that should have taken care of their hunger pretty well, yeah. So I think that they can just pay the bill and head back home. And they can finish up their date at home. You're gonna drive home? Oh. I must have had some other bushes here that were exchanged. I need to go in and fix that as well. It doesn't look too bad, but yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. So they're returning home, and 8 p.m. was around the time when they left. And I think it's pretty safe to say that, you know, they're being out to dine and everything, traveling back and forth. I think, yeah, it's probably like at least 10 p.m. now. So I'm gonna set hour 22. So then it's a little bit later than when they left. Yeah, so looks like Brandi is coming over here, so... Oh, she's already leaving. All right. I think that they probably like left because Lucy and Orlando weren't at home. So I think maybe they just triggered leaving or something. And no, actually, John is still here, so maybe it was just Brandi. So I think that Lucy can go and hug her father, thank him for looking after Febe while they were gone, and apparently looking after little Otis as well. Nice. And then she can say goodbye to him. Yeah, and he needs some social, so I think she's just gonna hang out a bit with Otis as well. I think that Orlando is a bit very tired. So I'm just gonna have him go upstairs and relax on the bed. You never even threw the stick, you just tricked him. That's so cruel, Lucy. Can't you just throw the stick at least once? Okay, thank you. No. Yeah, he's starting to feel better. That's nice. Yeah, he's starting to become old now. Just one day left before he becomes an elder, so it might be about time to think about the second dog as well. All right, so let's just have Lucy go upstairs as well. Yeah, they're gonna end their day together here. After a long day of work and a nice evening out as well. So far, it looks like they're pretty content just chatting. I think I'm gonna hurry things along a little bit. Well, I'm just gonna have them try for baby. Let's see if it works. I might end up doing it twice. So I can end the date in between and then one more time. Because I really want them to get another baby soon. Let's see here. It's up to a dream date, so that's awesome. That means that they will also get these wants fulfilled. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Lucy's gonna drop off the the obligatory bouquet of roses. But Orlando can relax again. Oh, I think the TV is broken. Oh, yeah. Oh, the dog. Oh no, the dog. Come here, Otis. There we go. Oh. You're gonna put it by the puddle? Oh, that's adorable. Oh. Ooh, looks like I didn't have to worry. It worked properly. And she's already feeling morning sickness. Wow. I think I might want to put this in somewhere. They want to have them in the bedroom, maybe. Yeah, they can go on this table. That's nice. But yeah, it obviously worked. Lucy's rushing to the bathroom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, they don't have enough mechanical skill to repair the TV, so I think that she's gonna call service and have a repairman come over tomorrow. Oh, today, technically. Right, but they can do it again anyway. Why not? They don't know that it worked. They're both family sims, but I don't think I've given them the reward of higher chance of twins, right? I usually don't. I'm just gonna leave that off. If it is twins, it's twins, but I don't think that I'm gonna push for it. It should be pretty rare after all to have twins, I think. So that reward is a little bit... I don't use it very often, and I don't think a lot of people do. Okay, can go back to relaxing. Yeah, it worked. So I'm just gonna rush things along here so that they can go to sleep. It's pretty late after all. Oh, and now Lucy wants to learn how to make lobster risotto as well after she ate that at the restaurant. Nice. But I kind of like the thought that they have to go out to the restaurant to have that kind of food. So I don't think I'm gonna push for it. And they're crawling closer to cuddle up in sleep. Adorable as always. And little Febe is still asleep as well in her crib. And that was the Bertino family. And yeah, I'm really excited to see their second child. I wonder if it's going to be a boy or a girl. It's going to be so fun. I think that these two have the potential of having really cute kids. I mean, looking at Febe already, she's so adorable. And she has a great personality as well. She's super nice, playful, shy. Those things that I like. So as always, thank you so much for watching this episode. And I hope you enjoyed it. and see you next time. Take care. Bye.